Hello, I'm the CommanderZander. I remember it so that a stats critic doesn't have to, and neither should you. And it's time for yet another Muppet voice comparison. This time we're going to do a couple of my favorite people who rip people off. That is Statler and Waldorf. And what do I mean by ripping people off? I mean they absolutely ridicule them to the bone. If you love critiquing of the kind that rips people off and really pisses them off, then you're going to love Statler and Waldorf. Let's take a look at the voices.
Take 10 terrific girls, but only 9 costumes, and you're going.
This is a number that they actually performed in the Muppet Show. That's what you're hearing in the background. Jerry Nelson originally did Statler. Jim Henson did Waldorf. And here's their voices from 75.
Waldorf, I've been thinking. What you been thinking? About the younger.
They sound too weak. This isn't great. Don't worry, kiddies. The voices get better, believe me.
Don't know where they're going. Neither did the Kaiser. He coming too?
So that's Statler and that's Waldorf, just in case you're confused about who's who. And here's the rundown. Sort of in a den area and sound like a couple of weak, tired, dying old men. Don't worry, kiddies. Like I mentioned, the voices get better. When we get to the Muppet Show, these voices are much better. Richard Hunt took over as Statler, and he and Jim Henson did the two. Henson from 75 to 90 with Waldorf, Hunt from 76 to 91 with Statler before they both died. So here they are.
See that? Yes, the frog is certainly taking a beating on this show. It's hard to feel sorry for him. We take a beating every show.
See what I mean about ripping the others?
What was that? It's called the medium sketch. The medium sketch?
Yeah, it wasn't weird. It certainly wasn't well done.
You get out your old army uniform. Yes, with 108 angry countries, there's bound to be trouble. Maybe we ought to go on the stage. Yes, there's one leaving in 5 minutes. Be under it.
They're the kings of heckling.
We'll heckle him. Is that a toupee you're wearing, or did your cat die?
Oh, burn. This is too fun.
What was that? That was very strange. It was very weird.
It was peculiar.
It was kind of amusing. Yes, it was rather funny. It was incredibly funny. I loved it. Hilarious.
Look at that. Lively and energetic. Unfortunately, Jim Henson, as I already mentioned before, passed away. So too did Richard Hunt. So, how in the world are you going to replace those two for Statler and Waldorf? Well, Jerry Nelson returned as the voice of Statler. Dave Goelz took over as Waldorf. He's done it since 92. Nelson did Statler from 92 to 01. And here they are. From the Muppet Christmas Carol.
It's Ebenezer Scrooge, looking older and more wicked than ever.
The Muppets have done it again!
Who are you? In life, we were your partners.
In case you're wondering, that's Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge.
Looks like you. But I don't believe.
This is why I love the Muppet. Once again, they do a great job replacing the original voices. And make them unique, but in a way vastly similar to the original.
More of gravy than of grave about you.
Getting a really good trend with this one.
More of gravy than of grave? What a terrible pun. Where do you get those jokes?
And as usual, excellent heckling, excellent puns, excellent jokes.
This show reminds me of a 25-cent cigar. Oh, yeah? Why is that? Because it's cheap and it stinks.
Alright, let's skip a little bit ahead so you can see the description that they have. Dave's Waldorf is slightly less rubbery and gruff than Jim, but very close. Jerry Statler is much higher and more nasally than Richard. And as you probably recognize, their laugh went from ha 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 to doo. Jerry Nelson retired as Statler, while Dave continued to do Waldorf and still does Waldorf to this very day. So, Who did they get to replace Jerry Nelson? Steve Whitmire. That's right, the same Steve Whitmire that replaced Jim Henson as Kermit. And here are the two together.
The internet is a completely different culture, isn't it? You said it. Everything here is immediately followed by sarcastic...
Again, pretty good voice. I like it.
Yep. We're finally where we belong. Should we click on this dig button? Absolutely. Let's keep digging till this thing is buried.
Oh!
Well, that sure made us LOL.
Laugh out loud?
No, lose our lunch.
Now you got him hungry. Way to go, Waldorf.
That was awful. Well, it gets better if you wait. How's that? The screensaver turns on. That's good. I love those fish. So, how much memory do you have in there? Oh, not much, I hope. I'd love to forget this.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was so bad it locked up my computer. Quick, let's get out of here before it finds the key. No, I mean it. All right.
Here are the two in another Muppet Christmas special.
Favorite Christmas
The
tradition?
one from '02.
Listening to Christmas carolers? No, heckling them. Hey, you should sing Silent Night.
Notice they're not even facing Statler and Waldorf until they get their attention. Here's a description of the voice. Steve Statler is a cross between Richards and Jerry's, but overall sounds more like Richards. Dave's Waldorf has become less gruff, and the laughs again change. Waldorf is ho 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 ho. Yeah, like Santa Claus kitties. Statler's got a mixture. His sometimes goes ha ha ha, otherwise it's tee hee hee. Like, you know, from that video, Fatality. Tee hee. Finally, we get to these two characters that did Statler and Waldorf during a show that kind of was a ripoff of the great Siskel and Ebert. Victor Yared and Drew Massey performed Statler and Waldorf in 2005 to 2006 in the show called From the Balcony. Here they are.
Hello, we're coming to you from the balcony on movies.com. I'm Statler. And I'm Waldorf. And we're not dead. Yet. Each week, we'll tell you what to see and what to avoid. Avoid Paris Hilton. You know, I stayed there once.
They're pretty decent. I'll give them that.
Later in the show, some friends will be stopping by. And we'll give you our Oscar predictions. I can do that right now. I predict boredom.
Oh!
First, coming to a theater near you is Keanu Reeves' latest, Constantine. In this movie, Keanu plays a human. That's a stretch. Who protects the Earth against demons escaped from hell.
So here's the recap of those two. Drew Statler is very close in attitude and tone to Steve's, but deeper in pitch. Victor's Waldorf isn't as gruff or nasally as Dave's, and the laugh is Little joke there. Alright, so those are the voices of Statler and Waldorf. Once again, the originals were, well, at first not great. They were kind of old and dull. But when the Muppet Show came around, the voices were much, much better and were terrific. And once again, the Muppets do a terrific job replacing the originals. And then replacing them again with Statler. So, the Muppets definitely have a thing going, and Statler and Waldorf are definitely two of my favorite Muppets. Don't worry, Kermit, you're still number one in my book. And it's because of their heckling and their jokes. And Jim Henson and Richard Hunt did a great job doing the voices. Their replacements have been spectacular filling in. So, there's another Muppet voice comparison for you. Stay tuned. I'll be doing another one soon. I'm the CommanderZander. I remember something. It's not a great time to do it. Neither should you.